Hey to the masses. Hey ladies. All right, so today I want to discuss with you all. I actually work from home and I want to discuss with you all the things that I've learned since I've been working from home since October, exclusively from home. Before that, we were able to work from home 1 day a week. And then after October of last year, I was able to be fortunate enough to be one of those who work from home. So let's get into it. Here we are. One of the first things that I learned working from home is that your work stays with you for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have to have some serious self-control, especially when you're like me and do not like to leave any stone unturned at all. I'm the one that wants to, my goal is to get everything completed like now. I don't like coming into a new day knowing that I have things to do from the day before, and that's unrealistic, right? So you'll always have something to do that's left from yesterday to do today. However, I'm that employee that I do not like to have things that are left from the day before. So I'm the employee that will work a lot and will continue to work. And I will work overtime to get my job completed. However, I work in recruiting, and we all know that that is a never-ending cycle. So you're constantly recruiting. There will constantly be new hires. There'll constantly be things to do in that department, in HR and recruitment. So that's the first thing that I've noticed is you have to have some type of boundaries and have some type of self-control to not continue to always work. Okay, you have to that's the work-life balance, right? Work-family life balance. So the second thing that I have learned working from home is that having animals can be quite tricky. So we have a dog, Pax, as well as a guinea pig, Merida, and those two like to join in the conversation at any time. For example, I'm on a conference call. Pax wants to then howl and talk back to me as if I'm talking to him and I'm not discussing anything with him. But he wants to talk back. So I'm in the middle of my meetings and my conference call, and I have to continually put my headset on mute because I do not want to I do not want my boss and whoever else that I'm meeting with to hear my dog also joining in on the conversation. So that's another thing to consider. So number one, you have your work with you for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Number two, if you have animals, they will definitely want to be in on the fun, and they think you're there to play. They think you're talking to them because they don't see anyone else around. Number three, what I found out is that the socialization of having other people around decreases tremendously. So you could feel isolated even though you're not, because what I do, we have a lot of team work that we have to do. We have a lot of team-based things. Like, for example, I work with people all the time, right? Masses, you all have heard this on my other vlogs. So I work with people all the time, different teams I work with. I'm kind of like that middle nucleus that a lot of teams come to, if you will. So if that makes sense. So I'm constantly working with several teams all day. But it's still easy to feel isolated because you do not have that face-to-face. You don't have that one-to-one interaction. You can't go over to Cindy's desk and go talk for 6 to 7 minutes to get your mind off of your work. You don't have that same thing that you have when you're in an actual office. You don't have that leeway, and you don't have that breathe time that is much needed in the workplace. So you hear people saying all the time, don't socialize in the office. However, you know that managers are not really that strict about that, because having that balance of walking away is very, very, very pivotal to ensure that your job is being completed effectively and efficiently and accurately. So I had former boss that would say, while you're working from home, get up and go put in a load of laundry. Get up, go do a load of dishes. Get up, fold some laundry. Get up and walk around, because if you were in the office, you're not working that complete 8 hours straight. You're not doing that. You're actually getting up, you're walking around, you're going to the refrigerator, you're getting up and going to the bathroom. I can say, me working from home, I am literally sitting at my laptop about 9.5 hours straight without getting up to do anything, because I am just so focused, and I don't have other distractions as far as people. I have my animals as distractions, but they don't talk English, right? So the communication is different. However, when you're working from home, you don't have those people to talk to. So what I will do, I will call my boss and I will talk to him for. So it's easy to feel isolated because you do not have the same socialization opportunities that you will have if you're actually in the office. So you have your animals that do not speak English, so of course you can't talk to them. So what I do is I actually call, again, like I said, I call my boss and I get that socialization fix that you get if you're in the office. So that's one thing to remember. The fourth thing is eat, okay? When you are in a setting and you're isolated in your own setting because you're working from home, it's hard to remember the things such as, hey, did you eat breakfast? No, I didn't. I just took the kids to school and came back here, started my conference call, went to this meeting, and I started my work that I will continue for the next 9 hours. Hey, are you getting up? Are you drinking properly? No, I'm forgetting to drink. Hey, did you eat lunch? No. Have you eaten a snack? No. So you can literally be there so focused that you forget to get up. Hey, go use the bathroom. Hey, eat something for breakfast. Hey, did you eat your lunch? Hey, are you eating a snack? Hey, are you doing anything that you're supposed to be doing? No, you can be sitting there for 9.5 hours constantly focused on work to complete the task at hand. So that's another thing that I learned. And the last thing that I learned is that going into the working from home, you don't have to get dressed, right? So that means your wardrobe will not get better, meaning you're not going out shopping because you work from home. I have not purchased a new piece of anything since my graduation. I purchased Jessica Simpson shoes, and that wasn't even for my graduation. That was for something else. But you will not purchase new items because you do not work in the office anymore. So there's no need for the 3-piece suit, right? So you don't have suits. You're not getting cute capri suits. You're not getting the lovely undershirts or anything like that because you're working from home. You don't get dressed. You stay in your pajamas. I do. I even take my kids to school now in pajamas. I never did that before, of course, because I had to go straight to the office. But now I'm coming right back home. I'm getting them dressed. I'm freshening up their hair by doing their edges. Of course, you all know how I am about my girls. And then I am taking them to school in my pajamas. So those are the 5 things that I've learned that could be either taken positively or negatively, which I talked about the negative aspects of it, that you have to remember from working from home, right? So that is actual your workload 24 hours. You have to set boundaries for your workload, even though your laptop is there and it's constantly telling you you have stuff to do. You did not complete this. Why you could just do this on the weekends. You could, instead of spending time with your children, you could just do this part right here, and that'll help your week go smoother. Knowing that you're going to have other things that come up in the week, right? And then you have your animals. Your animals are a distraction. They are there speaking with you during the meeting. So it would behoove you when you have meetings, have that special place to go into the bathroom and shut the door. I have to go sometimes to my third level of my home. Go in the bathroom, shut the door for my animals not to talk back to me during my meetings. Number 3, isolation. You can feel isolated, and not because you don't have as many socialization opportunities for you to socialize with the people in the workspace. So just take time out to, hey, call your boss up on the phone and just discuss how your day was doing. Call your spouse, get up and do things to help you to not be sitting there at that computer. Number 4, make sure you're eating. Can you eat something? Can you drink something? I promise if you drink water, you will get up and go to the bathroom and do the normal things that people in the office do, right? So they're drinking coffee. Hey, let's say 85% of people that work, they're drinking coffee, so they're constantly going to the bathroom and they're drinking their water and they're doing everything to stay nourished and feed their body for energy. In the meantime, all of us work from homers, we're not drinking we may get our coffee, but that's about all that we get, and that's the meal that we've had. And then when our spouses get home, we're like, I'm starving, right? So you're starving by the time your spouse gets home because you didn't get up and throw anything in the crock pot. You didn't prepare your meal when you could have, had you taken that 5 minutes to be like, oh yeah, this is one of the beauties of working from home. I can throw something in the oven and have food ready for the girls when they get home. Instead, it's 5 o'clock in the evening. You've just picked them up. They're starving from summer camp and school. And no, on top of that, you haven't fed yourself. You have nothing for them to eat. So you give them chips. You don't want to eat chips because it's a bad choice. You go back to working, and when your spouse walks in the door, what are we going to eat? I'm starving, right? So remember to continue to feed yourself, okay? This is get up, stand up. I'm going to lunch at 12:30. I'm going to get up. I'm going to Panera Bread, and I am going to sit there inside of the actual restaurant and eat. Sounds crazy, right? I know, but you have to do that. So then you'll eat something and you'll drink something and it'll feel. And then last but not least, your wardrobe. Continue to buy pieces. You never know when you're going to get another opportunity. And then here you are with another opportunity. You've accepted the position and you have to spend $600 on clothes because you haven't worn your other clothes and you haven't been adding pieces, and now you have a different style, right? Or you definitely don't want to go from, for example, being one of the people that are not a manager. So you don't want to be one of those that are not a manager, and then you get a management position, right? You get a promotion as a manager, and you can't wear the clothes that you were wearing at first. You want your 3-piece suits, and you definitely want your Ann Taylor this, and you want your limited 3-piece suits and your lovely little Capri set suits, you know, that look so well and so dapper on all of those ladies and gentlemen. So that's just what I've learned from working from home. So working from home is awesome. You just have to learn some self-control, and you still have to have boundaries in order for you to continue to be successful and to not get burnt out and continue to be you, right? All right, what do you all think? Do any of you all work from home? I know it's everyone's dream to work from home. How would you handle it? What things would you set in place to make sure you're successful from working from home? Let me know that in the comment section below. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, share. We have a lot of different things on this actual YouTube channel. As you all know, we do family life, all kind of vlogs. So remember, like, comment, subscribe, share. All right, thanks for watching. Bryanisha TV.